channel. I'm Athena. This is my channel, Stitching Goddess Designs, and Happy New Year. This is a channel about cross stitch and Harry Potter. Yep, my tree's still there. Y'all are you're probably gonna throw shade at me because this tree's probably gonna be a minute. It's usually around this time that my husband starts complaining that the trees are still up, but it takes me a couple more weeks before I finally get them down. Anyways, Happy New Year. It is the 5th. Yeah, it's the 5th. Happy 2022, everyone. So far, New Year's resolutions, 5 days in, going strong. I almost didn't make it to stitching time yesterday, but I was like, nope, I'm sitting down and I'm stitching right now. I'm putting in 200 stitches. Leave me alone. Everybody leave me alone. And I did, and I got there, so it's okay. But because I've been stitching and trying to stick to New Year's resolutions, I have a lot of stuff to show you guys. I'm excited for that. Let's see, life updates. Nothing much really since I've talked to you guys last. Sorry, I'm awake. Oh my gosh. It's already like noon here, but I have not been sleeping very good. Let's see. Yeah, nothing much. My middle son's birthday is next week. He will be turning 17. And, I don't know, we've got some plans going on for that. Not a whole lot. He's more planning with his friends than he is planning with us, which it's that age, so it's fine. Okay, let's get into some stitching. Let's do it. Let's do the stitching. If you stay till the end, I've got some random stuff to maybe show you guys and just see if it can find a new home. Anyways, that'll be in like the magical haul section part. Okay, I even did some FFOing yesterday, you guys. So let's start with FFOs, then we'll go to finishes, then we'll go to stitching, and all this. And I don't have any haul. I don't have any stitching haul. No. Okay. So my neighbors probably all think I'm beyond weird because it was pitch black last night already. It was only like 7 o'clock, but it was already fully dark outside. I'm standing outside my front porch underneath the light, burning this. I burned it. I love it. It looks great. I had to do it twice because the first time I didn't cut it close enough, I guess. And so it was a little bit too big. But it is done. Absolutely love this. This is a floating frame. I think it's 16 by 9. And much to my dismay, but it's fine. When I purchased a handful of these at the same time, because I did year 1 already, and now I've done year 2. But year 1 it was a black frame, and this one is gray. But that's okay. Honestly, I don't care about the frames matching too terribly much, because if you watch Harry Potter at all and you see like in the moving staircase, there's like tons of pictures, and none of them have matching frames. None of them are lined up. They're all just thrown up there haphazardly, and I'm all for that. So, but there it is, completed, framed, floating, burned, all the things. There might be a little, yeah, there's a little speck right there. I did that with the other one too, darn it. Oh well. It's hard once you burn this. First of all, it's very hard because you're going to smudge your hands as you're holding it. Your hands are going to get smudgy, so you try really hard not to touch the front because you don't want to get black smudges on your stitching. And then, you know, as you're burning it, like, it's on fire and you got to blow it out, and like fabric is burning and like flying off. So it is very hard to make sure that the front of this does not get smudged with or charred at all. But anyways, there's a little speck. It's fine. I'm fine with it. There's one on the other one too. I think there's like a smudge like midsection somewhere on the other one. Okay, this is, I'm sorry, this is Frogwarts Year 2 Band Sampler, and this is perfect timing because Year 3 is on sale today to the public. As I record this right now, there are boxes still available. It is open to anyone and everyone. You need not a subscription. You just go to the website, create an account, log in if you already have an account, purchase the box. Boom, done. This box and retreat will not happen until July. So it sells 6 months in advance. Just so you know, it's a pre-order 6 months in advance, all the things. But this is year 2. Year 2 band sampler is only available if you purchase a Frogwarts box. If your first box that you purchase is Frogwarts year 5, you will be given the opportunity at a later date after purchasing the box to purchase the band samplers for 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. 1 is available to the public. It is in the, it's just in the vault section. You can always buy 1. But 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will only be available if you purchase a box. And they will be available as an add-on. And the same with the mugs, which I don't have them here. But the mugs are a series as well. And so people purchasing their first box today, year 3, at a later date, you will get an email that says, if you would like to purchase add-ons. You can purchase add-ons of the year 2 band sampler and the years 1 and 2 mugs, if you would like. There's my little BNS Black Needle Society spiel for you guys. As customer service rep, I've been sending out emails all morning already. This is from the Black Needle Society, and it is stitched on 18 count called for. I can't remember. I think it's Seraphim fabrics, but I can't exactly remember. There's some modeling in there that does not show up on camera. There's like pinks and greens in there, but it is very, very light modeling, very subtle. And this is all called for. I did the etoile substitutions. I think I made some alterations in the car. I changed where the steering wheel was. I didn't do a whole lot of alterations on this one. I really didn't. I think I also changed the coloring of the car because the coloring of the car wasn't exactly right as the Ford Anglia in the movies. I'm trying to think if I changed anything else. I really do not think that I did. I didn't do a whole lot of adjustments on this one. Okay. That's all. That was 8 minutes worth of Frogwarts year 2. Okay, so then we have this one, and it's not a, it's a FFN, fully finished object for now, FFOFN. I need to finish part 2, and when I finish part 2, they will sit together. So I have not glued down part 1 yet. So I knew that was going to happen. There's the first part, but this is by the pricking of my thumb, Something Wicked This Way Comes. This is from Lottie Daw, and it is Something Wicked. By part 2, which I don't know if she meant them to go together, but I am making them go together. The other part will be Double Double Toil and Trouble. And I'm going to have it go on this half over here. I have matching fabric to stitch it on, and I'm going to convert so the double double one is like a long witch's nose. So this is like a long boot, right? And then you've got the long, like a profile, the long witch's nose. And for that one, I'm going to convert her to purple skin because this is more purple and my fabric is more purple. So on the other one, it'll be like a purple witch, because who says witches have to be green? They could be purple. So it's going to be a purple witch with that phrasing on it. And it'll go on the other half here. And then I could display them together. And this is what this looked like prior to me changing it. So, and it has a little hanger. Mine still has a little hanger, which I might attempt to paint this black because the brown kind of just sticks out now. But what I did was I just covered it with fabric. I just glued this fabric onto it, which I absolutely love this fabric. There's spiders in there, but it's all a bunch of spider webs. And there's spiders on this, so it kind of goes together. I don't remember if there's spiders on. I might have to throw some spiders on the other one. But yeah, the other one will go here, and it'll be a FFO, and I can display it. That'll be so cute. Okay, that was all my FFOing. I have a bunch more pieces to do, but I just did not have, with all of the finishing stuff that I have, nothing was working for what I have finished. So, gonna probably head to Michael's, maybe it's Joann's, and see if I can't find more finishing pieces. Okay, I've got stuff all over my lap. So a FO, finished object, is right here. And there's no way. Okay, so this is Opal PTP fabric. It's not opalescent, it's just the color is called opal. And it is a pink, it's definitely pink. It's more, I mean, there is some brown tone in there, but it is definitely pink. And it does not, like, even with my pink shirt, it doesn't really want to show up pink. My camera always wants to show it up brown. I had to, in my finished picture that I posted, edit the tint of the picture to get the pink that I wanted it to show. This floss, okay, so the pattern is Hello Autumn by Rosewood Manor. And unfortunately, that was an exclusive pattern to the Autumn box for Black Needle Society in 2020. And she has not listed it for sale. I don't think she had plans to list it for sale. So very, very few people have this pattern. And I'm not able to send it around because it was exclusive to Black Needle Society. I'm not able to pass it around. So there you go. That's the pattern. But the floss is Scarecrow by Forbidden Fiber Co. And that is available on her website. You can go purchase that now. This is all one floss. It goes from like this bluey, purpley, pinkish kind of coloring over into these yellows, oranges, and browns. So it is absolutely stunning to work with. It is fun to find out how you're going to lay it. I don't want to say I fussy cut, but I did, in here, I just stitched. And this is how they laid out. So then from going on from there, I kind of stuck with the blues and the purples. And then I kind of went over here. Once I got to that portion of the strand, I cut it and moved over here and started stitching over here. I did purposely make this flower blue and purple, this flower the brown tones. My arm is starting to hurt holding this up for so long. I pulled a DMC 400, I believe, for that. It was kind of like a red, like it's a brown, but it was more like of a red toned brown, if that makes sense. And did the Hello Autumn because I wanted to be able to read the words and not have the color changing all over the place. I think that would be too distracting. So because this coloring, this floss literally changes with every single stitch that you make. Like every single stitch is a different color. There's no two stitches that are the same color. Like even, I mean, you're stitching in a straight row and like you can see as I'm stitching down this side here, ignore my nails, sorry, they're dirty. Like how it changes, it changes every single time. So, and these Rhodes stitches, I need more patterns with those in my life because those were so much fun. I was intimidated at first, but I was like, oh, these are fun and they're so pretty. I love those. I have never done Rhodes stitches before, so I was really excited to do that. But yeah, I think I gave you all the information on that throughout that whole spiel, but there you go. That's my finish. Super excited for that one. That was one of my 9 that I determined were close to a finish in my planner. I laid out the 9 that were close to a finish and I said, these are going to be my focus for 2022 because I would really like to get those 9 done among others. But those 9s were like so close. And that did take me about a day and a half to finish. I wouldn't even be able to tell you how many stitches I made just because I think I made over 300, maybe about 320, 340, somewhere in there, full crosses, because I had most of all this done in here. I had to just add more around the outside. And then like these flowers down here, so those were all the full crosses that were left, but then I had to do all the road stitches, and then I had to do all this border. And all that border is like a 4-sided stitch. And I mean, it kind of took a while because it was kind of slow. And this is, I don't know what count this is. This is either 28 or 32. But, which is not normal for me. So I had to put my glasses on, and that's why it was a little bit slower stitching too. But yeah, that took me about a day and a half and I was done. Like, why was that sitting languishing? Oh, I have another finish too, I think. Yes, because, yes, where is it? Where is it? There it is. I totally forgot I had this finish. The New Year's Eve. So yes, it was New Year's Eve. I wanted to get an FFN on my Halloween and Hawker and Hollow. I'll show you that in a minute. But by midnight, that was my goal. Because I knew that on January 1st, I was doing a New Year, New Start. So, I wanted to get that done and off my plate for a while. And then, but I got it done around 10:30-ish my time. And I was on the Black Needle Society chat, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pick this up because it was still sitting right next to my stitchy spot. It's only got the 3 colors. It was still in a hoop, or in a Q-snap, everything. It was ready to go. And I hadn't even put this on my WIP list because I flat out refused. I'm like, this is going to be a SAF. This is going to be a start and finish, which means it's not going to hit my WIP list. I'm going to finish this. And then 12 days of stitching hit, and I just didn't pick it back up. And so between 10:30 and midnight, I think I finished this at 11:45, 11:50-ish. I got that Happy Halloween from Primrose Cottage Stitches done. I know you guys were like yelling at me to get like, oh my god, just finish it. But this is on Eek. This is PTP Eek, and it's orange. It's orange, and then it's got like the black swirling in it. But yep, I got it done. All I had left was like part of the W on, and these stars, this star, and I think that was it. That was all I had left. In my finished picture that I posted on Instagram, I did not have the shoelaces tied on. Those were a pain in the butt to do, by the way. But I got them done. And I also had forgot the string that the spider was hanging from, so I added that in as well. I was like looking at the finished picture, and I was looking at the patterns. It was like sitting right there too, which I don't have it anymore. I don't know where it went. But I was like, I'm missing some stuff. So I added those in. But yay, done. 2 finishes. And an FFN. But, so that one wasn't even like a goal. It was just sitting there because I refused to put it away or add it to my WIP list or anything until like I knew I was going to finish it. So technically that's a staff because I never put it on a WIP list. Okay. FFN is Halloween at Hawker and Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. Did you guys know that this was Kathy Barrick? I did not. It is her and her sister, and mainly it's just her sister now, but I didn't know that this was something that they started up together. This is the pattern, and this is kind of a better up-close picture, so I did block 1, and I dyed my own fabric. I believe I showed you guys the fabric already, but I dyed my own fabric, and it does have some modeling in there. It's just very subtle. So you can see it there now. It's when you look at the big picture, you can definitely see it. But yeah, there it is. Good. This skeleton is like a skeleton robot. Like, it looks so robotic. I don't even remember what robot it was I was thinking of, but I was like, he definitely looks like a robot. Especially his coloring too. Instead of being white, he's gray. It's just, he looks like a robot. Okay, so I changed the initials to A, AS. Those are my initials. This one's like a little arrow sticking up or something. I don't know. That's as charted. The snake, like I think everything is as charted except for the initials. And the spider webs, I just winged them. I just was like, okay, let's make some lines. At first I was trying to follow it, but I think I followed mainly that where the those go, and then I just kind of draped the rest on. I did do 2 strands on the spider webs because the one strand was just not cutting it. It wasn't giving me enough, dimension. And I was like, nope, 2 strands. So, French knots for the eyes on the bats and the spiders. And I hate them, but it's okay. I'm trying to think what else. This is all the called for DMC. I'm not using the NPI silks. Yeah. The fun fact, this house is like 4 or 5 different grays in there. I'm like, and they're so similar, but when you lay them out and you look at them, like, you could definitely see the differences. It's just very subtle. So, and it says, we do lie beneath the grass. Okay, so that's my FFN, and I don't know how long this will go away for, but it will probably go away for a while. I have a tendency to start those big ones on my Christmas break. I put in, like, from Christmas break, like the entire length of Christmas break, usually on them, and then they go away for... My Cunning Haid was the first one I ever did that with, and yeah, she's come back out like maybe once or twice since. I really... fun fact, she is a focus whip for 2022. The Cunning Haid is. Okay. I have her right next to me. I still haven't brought her out yet, but she's coming. Okay, so then stitching progress. This is awesome. This is awesome actually having stuff to show you guys. So WIPGO. WIPGO is hosted by Jessie Marie Does Stuff. She has a Facebook group and she has a Flosstube. So the Facebook group is WIPGO, WIPGO 2022. Jessie Marie Does Stuff is her Flosstube, where if you scroll through her videos, I'm sure she's got a WIPGO, like, not so much tutorial, but like explanation. Like, it's like, I know I watched it not 2020, so 2020. I watched it in 2020 leading up to starting WIPGO for 2021. I know I remember watching it, and it's just like an explanation video of what exactly WIPGO is, how it works, everything. But all that being said, the group is very relaxed, very chill, very, you do your own thing. Whatever is going to work for you, you do that. The goal is to make X's and have fun along the way, but as long as you've got like a 5x5 kind of bingo board going on, you're good. So I do have my WIPGO board to show. I can show you that. I have made it in the back of my stitching journal. I just used this graph paper back here, and you've got your 5x5 board. It's a bingo board, but it's WIPGO, right? And so I put in 24 different whips. They're all large whips. I've got my free space. These are all very large whips. She calls 2 numbers per year. 2 numbers per month for the year, which gets you to 24 numbers, and then you've got your free space, right? So whenever she calls 13, whenever that pops up, because she does like a random wheel, something or other. So whenever 13 pops up, she will then pick another one. So if you have something in 13, you will have a month where you have 3 things to work on. But that's up to you. I did not put anything in it. So 19 and 2 were called for January, and number 19 is no, it's just Hallows Eve Haunting. I thought it was All Hallows Eve. Whatever. Hallows Eve Haunting. I used it as an A in one of my challenges in this journal. I'm gonna leave it. I really thought this was All Hallows Eve Haunting. Anyways, this is Autumn Lane Stitchery. Hey, I still have an A. Autumn Lane Stitchery. It's fine. This is the pattern. That was a total sidebar there. And this is where I'm at. So let me move this out of the way a little bit. This is 18 count Aida that I dyed myself. Let's see if I can hold this up right. I kind of just wanted to go for that same kind of like a modeling brown, but with blackish undertone there. And hopefully that's what I got. But, yeah, I'm getting towards the top. So what I put in, so you can tell this is the witch I'm working on. What I put in was just like, probably from here up. And my goal, so for WIPGO, you need to put a goal in for every piece. You can put a piece on there and say you want to finish on it. You can put another piece in there and say you want to get 100 stitches in. You can put another piece in there and say you want to work on it for 3 days. Like, it's whatever your goals are. My goal is across the board, every single thing, 500 stitches in the month it's called. Last year, I got to like May and I got behind, and then I felt so swamped that I couldn't pick it back up. Like, because I was so far behind, I was like, nope, not going to do it. I'm too far behind. So this year, it is 500 stitches on the project called in the month it's called. And that way, if I don't hit my goal in the month it's called, I'm not behind. I just didn't hit my goal. I just don't get to check that spot off on my board. And that's fine. I'm going to be okay with that. So anyways, I got 538 stitches in her. So I hit my number 19 WIPGO goal. I can mark that off. I succeeded, and she can go back away for however long now. I know 500 isn't a whole lot, but some months, if you guys have been with me for a while, I don't get a lot of stitching done. Like, I hit a stitchy funk. I've got this in a Love You More Studio sleeve, and this is a great segue because I totally didn't even I should have made this announcement right at the beginning. Hopefully, if you're here, it's still in the middle. I have exciting news. So I am a customer service rep for Black Needle Society, but I also do emails for Love You More Studio Co. And they make these sleeves. It is also Katie and Laura. They have 2 companies. Love You More Studio Co. is just very more low maintenance. There's like maybe 1 or 2 emails a month. Like, there's not much. But all of this to say, I have been given a rep code for you guys on my channel. If you are interested in these sleeves. So this is a full-size sleeve, and if you guys just watch, I just slid the autumn lane, it's upside down, but I just slid this whole autumn lane stitchery pattern in here. Now, it's not going all the way down in there, but that's because all my floss is down there at the bottom. But it will go all the way in. See? You can't see it. It's all the way in there. That's a full-size pattern. Do not have a... Nope, I don't have a standard size here next to me. But standard size is probably about right here to right here. This is standard size. So it's a little bit smaller, maybe more designed to hold your paperback books, whereas this is meant for your hardback books. These are book sleeves. However, because they stand up, they don't flap over, there's some good interfacing in here, and they stand up, and so they are perfect to just stack them or set them on your shelf, and you just have all of your projects put away in these things. They don't close at the top, so I mean, if you turn it upside down and you shake it really hard, yeah, stuff's gonna come out, but don't do that. The inside is always a different fabric. It's always a coordinating fabric. They're great. They're handmade by Laura and Katie and Jeff and Bree, like the whole family. It's family business. Same with Black Needle Society. It's a family business. All 4 of them are doing individual parts, but Laura is the one that does the sewing. But there's Love You More, little thing up there. They are... should have had how much that each one of them are ready and available for you guys. I'm not exactly sure. But let's just look it up real quick. Love You More Studio. So the website is loveyoumorestudios.com, and a full size is 18. Nope, a full size is 22, and a standard is 18. And my code is for 10% off. So you get 10% off your full order if you use my code. My code is going to be Goddess10. Stitching Goddess Designs, Goddess10. And I'm gonna like try to remember every single episode to like copy and paste and put that down there. Use Goddess10 as my rep code. I'm not getting like a rep package or anything, but I will get like a little bit of a kickback for every code usage, or every so many code usages. Anyways, and I work for them, so there you go. Yeah, so use Goddess10 on your next Love You More Studio order and get some amazing book sleeves. They've got some amazing sleeves coming up that I'm so stoked for. They're gonna have, I don't even know if I can announce that. I don't want to spoil their thunder, but right now they've got a ton of Christmas ones left over in there. They're so good, so good. Like, here, you get, brightness, turn the brightness down. LoveYouMoreStudios.com. You can just see, like, they've got some amazing fabrics going on in there right now. Okay. That was my little, that's my rep section. Wow, I had a whole BNS section at the beginning, now I have a whole Love You More section here. I promise this is not going to, I'm not going to flood you every single week with rep stuff. I mean, I may just announce it every once in a while as I'm showing a sleeve, but other than that, we're going to be done with that. Okay. I will put that below. You guys can enjoy and get 10% off your order. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. So that's that WIPGO goal done. Super excited to have one done. Number 2 is my Slytherin crest, Nagini. She's across the room. I don't have her in front of me, but it's to get 500 stitches in on her. She's also a focus piece for 2022. I would like to get a finish on her this year. So while I will put the 500 in on her to get my WIPGO goal, I'm going to keep pushing past that even this month to get more done. So my 2 humongous pieces that are focus pieces for 2022 is my Cunning Hade and my Slytherin crest. All the Slytherin stuff this year. And then the rest of them are my 9 patterns that are close to a finish. I'm looking down here at my planner to see what else I need to talk about. I got my Hello Autumn finished. I got my Custard's ice cream last night as my reward. Bingo. Oh, Word of the Year challenge. I went ahead and filled it in, all except for the second P because I didn't have another P. I did put in All Hallows Eve and I checked it off, but that's okay. Bingo. I went ahead and marked some spots off. I got smiley faces. So I marked off project was designed for a holiday. That was the Halloween one that I was working on. Yeah. No, because that would have been in 20... What did I work on in 2020? Oh, it was Hallows Eve. That's designed for Halloween. Project has a border, and that is the New Year, New Start that I'm going to show you in just a minute. And then project has specialty stitches, and that was the Rhodes stitches in that Hello Autumn piece. So I got a couple of spots marked off there. I did mark off the river because I am stitching on teal. That's my New Year, New Start. I want to show you that in a minute. And I'm having fun with my daily progress here. And like this is overall stitching progress, and this is like what I'm stitching for those projects. So, I mean, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got 8 lines here on how many whips you want to add for a month. That's more than enough. I'm not going to work on more than 8. I mean, I may in March or May, but... And then again in October and November or December. Whatever. It's fine for now. I don't need more than this, but yeah. And then you color which days you work on it. So, Hallows Eve, I got 2 days in and I'm done. So I colored in the rest of it. And then, Hello Autumn, I got 2 days in and I colored in the rest of it because I'm done with it. So, oh, and I got a decent day. I got 2 great days and I got a meh day. It was yesterday because I only put in 200 stitches. As I've been picking up a project to work on it, I'm adding it to my works in progress. And then I'm just kind of noting the number of stitches, maybe when I started it, if it was a new start, when I finished it, if it was a new finish, that kind of stuff. I'm not listing all of my works in progress here. There's not enough spaces. So just as I pick up something in that month to work on, I will notate it here. That page repeats every month. So I don't need to do all of the whole year there. And then I'm just filling in what I'm stitching every single day, which is awesome. While I'm still on this planner section, you guys, I have shown you this page here, and I've just ignored this page here, and then I've gone on to the next page. Somebody knew that I was doing this, and y'all didn't tell me. I know somebody out there knew I was doing this. Okay, so on the opposite of the calendar page is this page, and I swear to God, I thought this was like a table of contents of all the challenges that were in the following pages. This itself is a challenge page. So there's just a list of different challenges to do for the year. Start a pattern released in 2022. Finish your oldest WIP. Stitch on a gift. Start a pattern from a retreat in a box. Like, so this whole list is just things to do. As I do them, I'll check them off maybe, and I'll like notate what I worked on. Start a project on your birthday, stitch from a digital pattern, stitch from a paper pattern, that kind of stuff. Okay. I just totally did not even recognize the words on the page. I assumed it was a table of contents and just moved on. That's what I get for assuming. Okay, that's everything in the planner. Let me show you my new year, new start, because this is exciting, folks. I've got The River by Modern Folk Embroidery. This is my first Modern Folk embroidery. I don't gravitate towards samplers. I don't like the alphabets. I just don't. This is just my personal preference. That's all it is. This is just not my aesthetic. Not something I would normally have hanging up in my house. However, the floss that was picked for this is just stunning. And I really do actually love this. Like, not my normal wheelhouse, but I love it. I do love it. So I did some modifications to the pattern, and it took a lot of math and a lot of figuring. But what I'm going to do is I took out all of this up here. I'm going to replicate this up there. So I'm going to just do that up there. And then I'm still going to leave one band in here. I'm not obviously not going to stitch what's in it, but I'm going to leave one text band, put this above that. So I'm adding, I think it was 14 rows to the length. I'm adding 14 rows to the length up there at the top. Okay. In that text band, I'm going to have initials of my family. So just my little group of 5 here. So it's going to be a lot of repeating letters, but that's okay. I didn't even think about it. I guess maybe I could have done middle initials to make them not me stitching a bunch of P's, but that's okay. And then at the end, I'm going to stitch in 2022. And I think it's like going to be squeezed in a little bit because even all of that still didn't take up the whole band. But I have the floss. The floss is called River of Life, and it is by Forbidden Fiber Co. You see I'm playing with it here. There we go. This is by Forbidden Fiber Co. And it is amazing. Like, I'm trying to twist it up to show you guys, but it's got some teal. It goes down into navy blue. There's gray in there. It is just It is really, really good. And it is like 3 more yards, I think, than what I actually am going to need. But this is Jody fabric that I'm stitching on, 18 count Jody fabric that I'm stitching on. And this is where I'm at. So I've got the top above the urn and like off to this side kind of done. And so far I have 1,109 stitches in on this. Let me put this behind you. You can see the lights actually coming through it. So 1,100 stitches basically is what I've got putting in on this. Now, Beth from Busy Bee Stitches on Flosstube, Busy Bee Silly Me on Instagram is doing a challenge. So a lot of people are doing like new starts for the new year, which I've only got this one, but like some people are doing 12, some people are doing 22. Like there's just a lot of people starting new things, a lot of new things. My goal this year is to whip down, so I didn't want to do that. The coloring was making me look weird. So she doesn't want to do that either. So she hosted to do 2022 stitches in one whip in the first week. So you pick your one whip and you dedicate 2022 stitches in that first week to that whip. So I'm 1,100 in. So it means I've got less than 1,000 left to get in on this. And I've only stitched 2 days on this. On New Year's Day, I put in 553, and then on January 2nd, I put in 556. And I have not picked it up again, but I was dedicating, obviously, stitching time to other whips, so it will come back out. Probably it'll come back out today and get some more stitching in on it. But if I can get 1,100 done in 2 days, then I know. So I have to have it done by Friday night. So yeah, it's got to come back out today. Today, tomorrow, Friday. So I've got 3 days left to get that done. I will get it done though. And that's in the amazing Polar Express bag from the Black Needle Society. Okay. That's all my stitching. That's all my stitching. I don't have any haul, but let's talk plans for next week. So for the rest of this week, let's do that. I'm going to work on the river. And Friday night is the Harry Potter Stitch chat group thingy. If you would like to participate in that, you need to send me a message on Facebook. I will add you to the Facebook Messenger group, and the call takes place in Facebook Messenger. So you have to have Facebook and Facebook Messenger in order to do this chat. You also need to be working on something Harry Potter during the chat. And yeah. During that, I will be working on Nagini, my Slytherin crest. That's the goal there. I also am going to... I went and I did a stash dive through everything, trying to find something that said the word thanks. If you weren't here last week, I drew a card from the Black Needle Society Stitching Challenge cards, and I need to stitch on a piece with the word thanks. I have a thing. Lara from the Pattern Queens Black Needle Society had a great idea that I find my monthly series that I have started, because once a monthly series is started, the entire series is a whip. I am not done until I have stitched every single one of them. So if I finish May, that's awesome. I've finished 1/12 of the whip, basically. But I went through all of those looking for the word thanks. No. I went through all of my pieces, every single piece that has like words, phrases in them, thinking that maybe thanks would be somewhere in there. Apparently my pieces are not thankful at all. So through your guys' suggestions, I had suggestions on like Instagram, Facebook, like everybody was throwing suggestions at me, and thank you for that. The goal was to not start something new for these challenges, but I'm gonna stick with my rule of working on this for the week. So the week is Monday through Sunday. So I'm midweek right now on this that I haven't even started. I found 2 patterns that I really loved. that were teeny tiny. These are like 50 by 50-ish. And this one is from the Frosted Pumpkin. And my phone just continues to do that. It just keeps getting brighter. This is from the Frosted Pumpkin, and it is Give Thanks. And then we have, this one is by Tiny Modernist, and this one is a freebie. So if you go onto their website right now, you can get this. This is Give Thanks as well, and it's also 50 by 50-ish. Free one. I asked like everybody in like all of my stitchy groups, like, oh, I can't pick. Like, he's freaking adorable with his hat. Come on. He's so cute. And then this one, he's adorable too. I love that. I love the gradient of his feathers too. Free one. Also, I think this one probably has less colors needed than this one. And because it's solid stitching, I think it's going to stitch up a lot faster. So this one I'm going to start this, hopefully finish it. Hopefully it's going to be a staff before you see me next week. But while I'm here, I'm going to draw what I plan to work on next week. Now, knowing that there are cards in here that I may not actually have something for is going to be a challenge. So going forward, what's going to happen is if I draw something I know right this minute off the top of my head that I have nothing for, I'm going to put it back and draw again. And I will keep drawing until I have something. That may mean that come December, I'm kind of stuck. But hopefully, as the year goes on, I will like retain those ones that I knew I didn't have anything for, and maybe those will factor into starts as the year goes on. The one I drew last week that I was like, nope, not doing that, put it back, was to stitch on a piece designed by somebody 12 or younger. I have options now. I have so many options. You guys gave me so many ideas. But the idea I'm going with, I think, is my oldest was an amazing artist when he was younger. He still is. He just doesn't draw anymore. But he used to draw on every scrap of paper everywhere. I saved so many of them. I have like I have like one of those Rubbermaid boxes downstairs just full of all of like childhood type stuff of his that I've saved. So I'm going to dig into that box. I'm going to find some of his artwork. I'm going to chart it and I'm going to stitch it. So the art is designed by somebody who is 12 or younger, and then I'm going to stitch his artwork. I have one in mind already in my head. I know which one I want to grab. So the next time that card gets pulled, that's what I'll work on. Let's see if it's pulled today. Since I already have a plan now. But as I've been sitting here, I've been shuffling them. So let's just pull the top one off the top. Here we go. It's upside down. Stitch on a piece with a deer. Stitch on a piece with a deer. I'm like 1,000% positive that I have reindeer going on in somewhere. Like in those monthly stitches, in the Christmas stitches, there's something with a deer. I'm sure I have something with a deer. Nothing is jumping out at me right off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a deer somewhere. Are those deer? I think those are deer. I'm going to say that those are deer. That looks like a deer to me. They've got antlers. They're funky shaped antlers, but those look like deer to me. I'm going to call it. We're going to stitch on, so starting next Monday, which I will already be done with the 2022 stitches for the first week by next Monday. I have to be done with that by Friday. So this will come back out again next week, and I will stitch on something with a deer. The goal is 500 stitches. My personal goal, you guys can do whatever you want. My personal goal is 500 stitches for each one of these cards. So 500 stitches on this next week. I'm calling that. Yay! That was perfect. Okay. So for the rest of this week, I got to get 500 stitches in on the word thanks. Next week will be the word deer, and that's what we're going with. That is all I got for plans for the next week until I see you guys again. Now we're going to go on to Harry Potter. So if you guys are done with me, bye. I will see you next week. But if you're still here for Harry Potter, let's do Harry Potter. I don't have any haul to show you guys. I have quite a few people that also either got some Harry Potter Legos or they specifically got the Hogsmeade Diagon Alley? Hang on. 3 broomsticks. So it's Diagon Alley. Lego thingy. Anyways, they the Leaky Cauldron is Diagon Alley. The 3 broomsticks is Hogsmeade. I'm gonna get there, you guys. I promise. So Hogsmeade, if you guys got the Hogsmeade Lego kit from Harry Potter, I plan on getting that out and working on it. And then during this segment, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna try to stitch it like on a something so that I can pick it up and show you guys what I'm working on. If not, maybe I'll just like insert pictures, and then we can kind of do a build together. I don't know if I'm gonna like build it all in one day. It's a lot, so I may just have that ongoing for a while and just show you guys progress. Other than that, I have a couple of random things to show you. So purging, cleaning, organizing, that's the goal for 2022. Like, I need my house to be, I need to get rid of things. I really do need to get rid of things. I have an entire trash bag of stuff upstairs ready to go. Like, I'm just gonna drop it off at DAV and be done. But my trash is like, I've got 2 barrels out there and it's already full. So both of them. So, and my trash is until tomorrow. I've just been throwing away things left, right, and center. I have a couple of things. This still has the tags on it, never been worn. Got it from Hot Topic. I'm hoping that somebody out there will want and love this piece as much as I would have. The largest size that they had was 2X. So I got a 2X. I'm normally a 2X. I can do that. I will say that these are pants and they're very long. So I love that they're very long because they are, I'm tall. So that's perfect for me. But they are not a 2X. Like, not even close. Like, I would say this is maybe a large. Maybe a 1X would fit these. But what they have, they're kind of like pajama pants. They are, and they've got pockets. And they've got this right here. So cute. But other than that, they're just long pants, right? They're like lounge type pants. I am willing to send these to whoever may want them. If you think that you will fit them, or that you know somebody that will fit them, and you want these in your life, leave me, say pants down below. Say something about pants down below. I will pick somebody, and then I will send them to you. Free. Giveaway. I just hope that somebody wants these. I know that this isn't Stitch related, but I could not bring myself to take these to the DIV or whatever it is. It's not a DIV. It's a something where you just go and recycle clothes, basically. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. It's still got a tag on it. I know somebody in my world will want these. They're super cute. Say pants down below. This has been worn one time, so it does not have a tag on it. But again, I can't. This was so hard for me to find. It was a unicorn for me, and I've worn it once. I don't have occasion to wear this. I don't go to Disney. I know people that do go to Disney. I don't know if you like to wear dresses, but this was a unicorn for me. It was very hard to find. This is LuLaRoe. You can see the tag there. And it is a mini print. And it is I can't remember the kind of dress that this is, but it's got a pocket here. And it is, I wish I could remember what the style of this dress was. It's short sleeve. And it comes about mid-thigh, but it drapes, Here, let's go. Let's try to do this. It drapes down in the back. So it's way lower in the back. I do have other styles of dresses like this, and then I kind of like do a little cinch this thingy up right here, tie it in a knot, and then I just wear it with some leggings underneath. Super cute. All that's coming to my head is Irma, but the Irma is the shirt. If somebody knows LuLaRoe really well, and they can tell me what kind of dress this was, there's no, I mean, it's a very flattering type of, like, because it kind of just flows out. It doesn't squeeze. It doesn't hug your form. Even in the slightest, I would not have gotten anything like that anyways. But yeah, I love these. And it's a super cute mini print. So, if somebody would like this giveaway, before I go and donate it, because if nobody wants it, I will just go and donate it. But I'm sad to do that. I want it to go to somebody I know who will actually love it. So if anybody wants this cute little dress, say something about mini down below. No, that's too hard. Let's do dress. Dress. Say dress down below. And I will, I can spell mini. I just didn't, there's so many different ways to spell mini that I was like, oh, I don't want to have to look. Okay, so say dress down below, and I will get that sent out to you as well. Because I want those to go to a good home. Those are like two pieces that I'm struggling. One doesn't fit me. I have to get rid of it. The other one is just like, ugh, I've never worn this, but it's a really good piece and it needs to go. I may have more like that coming up. If this is annoying to you guys and you guys hate this, let me know. I won't do this anymore. But, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I just want to find somebody that's going to want those clothes. Okay. That is magical haul for you guys, I guess. And it's happy 2022. So we are going to be starting at the beginning now of Harry Potter: A Magical Year, and I am going to be reading. So I will read through to next Wednesday, and next Wednesday I think is the 12th. Yes. So I will read through the 11th. That was a lot. We got a lot of catch up to do. I'm going to read 11 things to you today. And then we'll read, 12 through 18. And so we'll read like a week at a time. But I'm a little bit backed up because I only read through December 31st for you guys this last time. Okay, so let's just start at the beginning and I will just show you the artwork that we got going on. That's Harry with his ticket. What else is he holding? Oh, he's holding his ticket and a chocolate frog. And then we've got Trevor, the toad. And we've got a nice shot of the train. It's interesting to me that he made the train engine red and the rest of it not. Most depictions I've seen of it have the whole train all red. There's just some amazing castle artwork there. And we've still got more artwork. That peacock up there sitting in the courtyard. Okay, January. We're finally here. Look at that gargoyle. He looks like he's throwing up. All in all, they were glad when the rest of the school returned shortly after New Year, and Gryffindor Tower became crowded and noisy once again. Can we just appreciate his artwork? It is so stunning. These books are just beautiful. Okay, January 1st. Promise me you'll look after yourself. Stay out of trouble. I always do, Mrs. Weasley, said Harry. I like a quiet life. You know me. That one's from the Half-Blood Prince. January 2nd. Chairs slid backward again as the night bus jumped from the Birmingham motorway to a quiet country lane full of hairpin bends. Hedgerows on either side of the road were leaping out of their way as they mounted the verges. From here they moved to a main street in the middle of a busy town, then to a viaduct surrounded by tall hills, then to a windswept road between high-rise flats, each time with a loud bang. I've changed my mind, muttered Ron, picking himself up from the floor for the 6th time. I never want to ride on here again. That's from Order of the Phoenix. January 3rd, the 6 of them struggled up the slippery driveway toward the castle, dragging their trunks. Hermione was already talking about knitting a few elf hats before bedtime. Harry glanced back when they reached the oak front doors. The night bus had already gone. Also from Order of the Phoenix. January 4th. There's a new page, new artwork. What do we got over there? Just a little tiny home. I don't know. It's cute. January 4th. Harry glanced out the corridor windows as they passed. The sun was already sinking over the grounds, carpeted in deeper snow than had lain over the Burrow garden. In the distance, he could see Hagrid feeding Buckbeak from in front of his cabin. From the Half-Blood Prince. January 5th. Oh, hang on. Password. Abstinence. Precisely, said the fat lady in a feeble voice, and swung forward to reveal the portrait hole. Abstinence. What's up with her? Asked Harry. Overindulged over Christmas, apparently, said Hermione, rolling her eyes as she led the way into the packed common room. Also from the Half-Blood Prince. January 6th. But at that moment, there was a loud squeal of, "One!" And Lavender Brown came hurtling out of nowhere and flung herself into Ron's arms. Also the Half-Blood Prince. January 7th. At that moment, Neville toppled into the common room. How he had managed to climb through the portrait hole was anyone's guess, because his legs had been stuck together with what they recognized at once as the leg locker curse. That is from the Sorcerer's Stone. January 8th. You take remedial potions? Asked Zacharias Smith superciliously. I don't know that word. Having cornered Harry in the entrance hall after lunch. Good Lord, you must be terrible. Snape doesn't usually give extra lessons, does he? Harry Potter and Order of the Phoenix. A fun fact, if you... Spoiler, Janelle. That he's not actually taking remedial potions. That's a cover-up. That's all I'll say. January 9th was Professor Snape's birthday. Oh, my legs. January 9th was Professor Snape's birthday. I am Team Alan Rickman. I am not Team Snape. As there is little foolish wand-waving here, many of you will hardly believe this is magic. Oh, this is his famous line. I don't expect you will really understand the beauty of the softly simmering cauldron, with its shimmering fumes, the delicate power of liquids that creep through human veins, bewitching the mind and ensnaring the senses. I can teach you how to bottle fame, brew glory, even stopper death. If you aren't as big a bunch of dunderheads as I usually have to teach. Severus Snape, the Sorcerer's Stone. Oh, I didn't show you the artwork for this page. Look at all those potions. Potion bottles. Love them. Love them. January 10th. We're going through the 11th, right? I already forgot what day. Yes. Detention. Saturday night. My office, said Snape. I do not take cheek from anyone, Potter. Not even the chosen one. That's from the Half-Blood Prince. And January 11th, we've got new artwork. What is this? This is amazing. I mean, it looks like fire, but also sun, but also lizards. That is like so much going on. January 11th, Professor Sprout had the Prophet propped up against a bottle of ketchup and was reading the front page with such concentration that she was not noticing the gentle drip of egg yolk falling into her lap from her stationary spoon. That's from Order of the Phoenix. That artwork is stunning. Okay. We'll pick up and read the next week. I will see you guys all. This is over an hour. I will see you guys all next week. Have a lovely rest of your week. I will see some of you on Friday. Yeah. Have a great rest of your week. Happy January, happy 2022, and happy stitching, everybody. Bye.